Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving. So, Bleacher Report released their greatest NBA players list. Okay, and of course, Michael Jordan was voted the GOAT, the number one player overall. I mean, at this point, it's no surprise. Okay, I think people have gotten exhausted with the greatest player ever debate in basketball. Okay, and mainly it boils down to Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. Okay, I feel like that debate has been beaten over and over again. And when LeBron James does decide to hang it up, that debate will start again. And no one's gonna budge, right? Only time will let things budge, where you're gonna have a generation of fans view LeBron James as the GOAT, right? And even then, if there is ever going to be a consensus years from now, decades from now, that LeBron is the greatest, if that happens, I mean, there's still going to be strong resistance that Jordan is still the greatest, right? Okay, and I mean, look, they did this list. They said they asked all their NBA experts, writers, editors to take a list of the best 500 current and former stars, and will it down to their top 100. Okay, right? And then obviously you scroll all the way down. Of course, it's going to be, without hesitation, there's going to be Michael Jordan, LeBron, right? Michael Jordan 1, LeBron 2. What? Why are we? I don't get the point of these lists. It's not going to change, right? I mean, it's almost a pointless ranking. The only time these rankings matter is who cracked the 100, right? Okay. If Michael Jordan, if LeBron James, can never crack being 1, fine, we understand that. But who's gonna crack 2? You know what I'm saying? I don't think, people want to say Kareem and Magic. No, I think LeBron James is and it's no knocking him not being 1. I mean, I think LeBron James is permanently going to be number 2, permanently, right? I think so. I mean, if you look at his game, all around game, I mean, I think, just from all around basketball, if you want to build a prototype of the best basketball player, you want to have LeBron James, right? Now, if you want to talk about the intangibles, the will to win, the more iconic moments, MJ got it. And of course, MJ got the hardware, and of course the numbers and just the scoring, the season scoring titles, all that stuff too. I mean, it's not just that too, but people view MJ as having an impeccable resume, right? I think people dismiss the years he was not making the playoffs or getting bounced in the playoffs early. Cool. They want to look at Jordan from 91 on, and view his career in a 6-7 year window, and they don't want to look pre 91, and then they don't want to look post 98. The Wizards days. We don't want to talk about that. We don't bring that up. We don't want to talk about the 2-year layoff. We don't want to bring that up. Not knocking MJ. I'm just saying the lens of Michael Jordan's career has just been very, very narrow. These rankings at this point don't mean anything to me. Okay. No one's ever going to be bold enough to, if they want to have LeBron James number 1, people are scared to say that. There have been people who will get excoriated for having LeBron James as a top player. People treat MJ as if he's a messiah, the Jesus, the God of basketball, and they don't want to take things into other accounts that LeBron has achieved that MJ hasn't. Okay, certain things are just weighted more a lot of times in MJ's favor than LeBron James. I'm not having that debate here. I'm just my whole discussion on this is just why even have this list. It's not like they can do this every year. It's not going to change. Okay, MJ is permanently number 1 in many people's eyes and will be for the remaining foreseeable future. So when Bleacher Report does these, is just MJ's number 1 GOAT, and then the default debate, as I'm doing right now, is talking about LeBron James, but it's really not about LeBron James' argument for 1. It's just that, what is the point of these lists if there isn't going to be an actual healthy discussion or consideration, or we know what the end result is going to be? MJ won. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, right? But that's where we're at with this. I feel like it's just a waste of time. Probably even waste of time making this video, but I do find it funny that when they make these rankings, as if something was going to change, right? As if we're going to have a nuance, right? as if who's going to be bold enough in these rankings, or these guys that they pick to do it, to have MJ one. Come on now, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, to have MJ not number one, it's just not gonna happen. Very interesting but pointless ranking at this point. These rankings don't change year to year. Like I said, the only difference is who's gonna crack the top 500, 100. That's really where it piques my interest. The top of the list, it doesn't matter to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.